Hello and welcome to the Skeptical Scotsman. Today we're going to be doing a slightly shorter episode than normal because I'm watching the Oscars tonight. And I hope Paul Giamatti wins for Best Actor for The Holdovers because I've watched all of the big films except for Barbie. And been happy with most of the performances thus far. But I really want Paul Giamatti to win for Best Actor in The Holdovers. You can vote for who you want. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Now today's subject is truly raucous and truly a dividing point for at least my generation and millennials, Gen Zers on forward. Today I'm talking about TikTok. Yes, the holy grail, holy shit, mother of all fuck up subjects. I'm going to be talking about TikTok. Why am I going to talk about TikTok? Because TikTok is now most likely going to suffer a banning effect because they were in some committee or whatever, they voted 50-0 in favor of banning TikTok or taking actions against TikTok. What this agreement or whatever this deal is they made means that the company would need to sell to somebody here in America and go about it from there. TikTok, of course, is being cited as a huge national security risk. I'm not sure that I completely buy that, given the fact that the representative that they sent over for TikTok said that they are a company, they're not owned by the government. Well, unfortunately, when you operate a business in a communist country, they can do whatever the fuck they want. And that is the issue. We're not trying to embolden them. I mean, I really don't have a horse in this race. Do I think that the government is overreaching? Can the government actually ban an app? Technically they can. Technically they can if it presents a national security risk, and they have to prove that it does. Now, here's the concerning part is that when this was announced that they were going to crack down on TikTok, TikTok went on the offensive and sent a notice out to all of their users stating that they needed to call their representative and matched up, people's locations or whatever with their representatives in Congress. And the TikTok would not unlock until you did this. You want to talk about weaponizing a nation. You're weaponizing two generations of people who want to be social influencers and they just want to make their money off of TikTok. They don't want to work jobs like the rest of us had to do because they think it's just too much work. Even though if you do the TikToking right, it would be just as exhaustive as a regular job. Mind you, the remuneration is a great deal larger. But, yeah, they did this, and apparently, this is right before spring break. All of a sudden, you've got kids in classrooms, and kids are allowed to keep cell phones in their class for some reason. I don't get it. They allow these kids to be on their phones to contact their representative. These are minors. And these minors are threatening suicides, death threats, assassinations, the whole 9 yards. Here's the part they don't get. For anybody who uses TikTok to make money or to become popular, here's the bitch of it. If you're a minor, doesn't matter what the fuck you think. If you're not a registered voter, again, they don't care what you think. You being a registered voter and old enough to vote, that's what counts. Now, the problem with it is Gen Z and a lot of younger millennials don't want to do anything but be TikTok stars. Everybody wants to be TikTok famous. I don't get it. Like, I'm not even on YouTube to be famous. If I get famous, who gives a shit? I got other things to do. I can woodwork, I haven't made a video about that, but I might. But Gen Z is reliant. Like, we're now, most all of us older people are referring to people who use TikTok that often and are creators as addicts. If you spend all day on TikTok consuming the product, that would make you an addict. It's just like drinking or drugs. If you can't live without it and you start having violent fits and all that, I'd say cut you off too. I can live without YouTube. I can live without all this crap because I've already done it. I lived with just books at one point. I remember I had an apartment at one point, and all I did for 2 years is read books. Didn't have a TV. I had a radio, but yeah, I know how to live like that. Now, the funny part is society as a whole, I think, would actually be benefited by TikTok being banned. Am I saying let's go ahead and ban TikTok? No. For responsible users, go the hell ahead, make your content. But there's a whole lot of content makers who are making illicit content, and people who are underage who are making idiotic content, and they're going to push for what is popular, what's trending, all this other crap. That's the problem. It's literally peer pressure and psychological manipulation of people. And that's the really sad part. Yes, I'm for a TikTok ban only because you've got a bunch of, we need to make sure our thing doesn't, no. Go get a job. Go work on your future. TikTok won't be around forever. Even if you think it will be, it won't be. At some point, Facebook won't be around. At some point, YouTube won't be around. I really don't see the YouTube thing happening for a while, though. But all you kids are like, well, that's how I make my money. Go out and get a job. Go get some skills first. For the older people who say, well, that's how I communicate, here's a little tip for you, Cupcake. Get out there and start talking to people and stop watching influencers who are confused themselves, justify themselves at your expense, and ergo making you justify yourself at their expense, or justifying their what they said at your own risk. Be a little smarter, people. Come on, it's not that hard. Have fun, have a great day, and be good to each other. Thank you.